UEFA Champions League is back. And if the UEFA Champions League is back, we are looking at it getting into a tougher stage now. We have bigger games coming up. Liverpool against Real Madrid. We have Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern Munich. And these fixtures are the highest fixtures in this game. We have some of the other fixtures coming up. So I'll take you through the fixtures that are coming up. Then after that, I'll discuss with my pundits what we should expect from the UEFA Champions League this week. And going into the UEFA Champions League, if you want to bet, it's mybet.africa. You need to place your bet on. Go onto the description, click the link, and register with mybet.africa. Make your deposit. They are having the highest odds on the UEFA Champions League. I'm telling you right now, the highest odds ever on the UEFA Champions League. So you need to bet on their platform using their options, various 500 plus options on mybet.africa to win with mybet.africa. Scan the QR code, join the Telegram group to be able to have the chance to get our predictions on the UEFA Champions League so that you can also put your money behind it and win some amazing money with that. Let's look at the fixtures coming up this weekend. And we have the first game, Napoli-Frankfurt. We have Slavia Praha against Arsenal, Atletico Madrid against Royal Union Saint-Gilloise, Bordeaux Glimt Monaco, Juventus Sporting, Liverpool Real Madrid, Olympiacos PSV, PSG Bayern Munich, Tottenham Copenhagen, Pafos Villarreal, Karabakh Chelsea, Ajax Galatasaray, Benfica Bayern Leverkusen, Club Brugge Barcelona, Inter Milan Kramat Amati, Manchester City Dortmund, Marseille Atlanta, and Newcastle against Bilbao. Ralph, I want us to start from this game. Manchester City against Dortmund. Manchester City in the Champions League have shown that they are previous winners and coming into games against a Dortmund side who have not lost a Champions League game under their new coach, Kovac. Would this game be a difficult game at the Etihad for Manchester City? And how can they break this record for the head coach of Borussia Dortmund?
In a long while, Borussia Dortmund are doing well. For the past 2 seasons, they have been very inconsistent. But this particular season, Borussia Dortmund are doing so well. They've lost one or two. They lost against Bayern. Yes, they lost against Bayern, which is okay because this Bayern team is basically whipping every team aside. Now they come into Etihad to come and play against Pep Guardiola. Guardiola himself is struggling. I mean, the players he decided, as I said earlier, the players he trusted that they could have made a difference for him are a bit have dropped a bit. The Ryan Shekis, Omar Momus picking up an injury. I mean, Guardiola is basically trusting his young boys to do magic for him. The Oscar Bobs, the Rico Lewis, and the other guys. Now, Dortmund are coming as a well-prepared team. And Richarlison in the team, Karim Adeyemi, Gurasi. But at Etihad, it's going to be a tick-for-tick affair. Everybody's going to attack. Nobody or no team is going to sit very deep. And that is where it will play into the hands of Haaland. Haaland likes it when you are attacking and they are also attacking. So I feel at the Etihad, Guardiola will find a way to beat Borussia Dortmund. So I see Manchester City winning against Borussia Dortmund at the Etihad.
Okay, and with this game, are you seeing a lot of goals in this game, especially our viewers who are going on mybet.africa? Should they be going for the over 2.5 and also both teams to score in this fixture?
100%, because Dortmund will attack, City will attack, and the attack which has the highest firepower will get the win on the day. And I see City winning. So exactly, it's a 3-1 for Manchester City. Dortmund will get a goal, but it's going to be a 3-1 for Manchester City.
Okay, Prince, I want us to look at this game, Napoli against Frankfurt. Napoli considered 6-2 against a PSV side. Frankfurt also considered 5-1. So in their previous fixtures coming into this, they've considered higher scorelines. With this game, Antonio Conte, there have been rumors that anytime Antonio Conte is playing in Europe, he finds it difficult to combine the local league or the Serie A against the European competitions. Can Frankfurt stop Napoli from getting a high scoring against them, considered 5-1 against Liverpool? Can they stop Napoli from scoring more goals against them? And how can Antonio Conte set up his team to beat this Frankfurt setup?
Okay, and I think on any good day, when they are in their elements, they score a lot of goals. I think one of the German sides that like to score goals. When you look at the German Bundesliga, they score a lot of goals. And on a good day, I think Napoli will find it difficult coming against them because Napoli has issues with De Bruyne going on an injury. I think De Bruyne has an injury and probably is being ruled out of the season or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know who will be that creative to support McTominay in the middle there, because McTominay takes so much advantage of the creativity of De Bruyne to want to search for and get those goals in there. So I don't know how that will going to play in there for McTominay. There's Billy Gilmore coming in. No.
Anguissa too.
Anguissa is good. But De Bruyne has a lot of creativity when it comes to the midfield going forward. So, De Bruyne helps McTominay a lot when it comes to searching forward. But this game, one thing I'm really skeptical about is with the fact that usually when you want to place your bet on mybet.africa, with how goals came last week, it might not favor this week. That's one thing we should consider, because usually when the goals flat like that in a particular week, you might think the following week there will be goals and you are going to
happen again.
You are going to want to go in for the goals, and that's the time they want to have a way to squeeze your money from you. So I'm a bit skeptical about this week. So it might not be too much of goals here, but I'm looking at a slight win for Eintracht Frankfurt, because usually losing without margin, I think coming into this game, they want to take advantage of Napoli. I don't know who is playing home.
Napoli is playing home.
I still want to go an advantage for Frankfurt.
Okay. Going an advantage for Frankfurt. Let's look at the two big games coming up this weekend. Liverpool against Real Madrid. Ralph, let's start from you. There's a big game for Liverpool. If Liverpool needs to do something, they need to show that, yes, when it comes to the European competition, they are out of some of the league, that's the League Cup, and also the league is not going that in their favor. But the Champions League is the most important thing they missed out on last season. Should Arne Slot go into this game well prepared? And now, should he focus more on winning that Champions League for Liverpool? And how would Liverpool set up to defeat Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid?
Apart from Liverpool's win against Frankfurt, Liverpool has not won any other game in all competitions. That is to say that Liverpool has a little bit of luck when we are playing in the Champions League. Now we are coming up against Real Madrid. Difficult game. Liverpool's chances of winning that game.
But you won against Atletico Madrid.
Yes, but that was in the Champions League. Yeah. But I'm saying that Liverpool in so many competitions have not won one, apart from Liverpool winning against Frankfurt, which was in the Champions League. That says that when Liverpool is playing the Champions League, it's a different ball game or something. After winning against Atletico, we lost to Galatasaray and won back against Frankfurt. It has been inconsistent. But Real Madrid coming home, big match. I mean, what if there's any team that has really tormented Liverpool at Anfield? It is Real Madrid one of our greatest managers, Jurgen Klopp. Anslot was able to. Yes, Anslot was able to beat Real Madrid last season, which I was very, very happy about. But for this season, I can't tell. For this particular week or next week, I can't tell what will happen due to Liverpool's bad performance. But it will. If Liverpool are going to play well against Real Madrid, I will be happy to see how Liverpool are going to play against Aston Villa first. Even though they are different teams, come with different systems and tactics, the real willpower to play, that determination, that grit, that willpower, that fighting spirit. If I'm able to see that fighting spirit against Aston Villa, then I'll be able to say Liverpool can get something from the Madrid game. Since last season, Liverpool gave everything in the first round of phase of games in the Champions League, and we ended up playing against the best team last season in Paris Saint-Germain. So even it's not too concrete that even if you win, you are guaranteed. If you are even a top spot or something, Liverpool might lose that game, but we can still go ahead and qualify. We can also draw in. But for the confidence of the team, Liverpool must do something against Real Madrid to make a statement.
Okay, Liverpool doing something against Real Madrid to make a statement. Prince, I want us to look at another big game coming up. That is Paris Saint-Germain against Bayern. High-scoring teams in the Champions League. They are putting in goals everywhere they go. And Paris Saint-Germain facing a German club, scoring 7-2 in Bayern Leverkusen. Do you think Bayern Munich can now rescue the face of the German league, especially when they are meeting the Paris Saint-Germain team?
Honestly, this game, it's going to be a tough game because it's a clash of titans. It look like they're all good. They're all prolific when it comes to goal scoring. You look at the last game they all played, they gave out goals. Look at Harry Kane scoring from the other end. Look at Ousmane Dembele and his Vitinha guys also giving it from the line. But unfortunate thing with PSG is that Desire Doué is injured.
Yes.
And the only thing, I don't know how feasible, how good they'll bring in another player to fit in there. You know, they have this boys, Muyala and all those kids who played against Barcelona and still won against Barcelona. Mayulu. He won against Barcelona, yeah. So this game, honestly, I'm still scared of PSG. I'm still scared of PSG. You know, the way they play, Luis Enrique has built a fortress and those guys there are so good, especially with their midfield. This game, I think the midfield battle will be won by PSG. The Vitinha and the Neres. And you know their wing backs, the Mendes and the Ashraf Hakimi. Those guys, I don't know, but I think I'll tilt towards PSG a bit. PSG will go for the day. I think PSG will get a win against Bayern Munich in this fixture.
Okay. PSG getting the win against Bayern Munich. I want us to look at some of the Champions League fixtures that will be coming up. Then we'll give our predictions to our viewers so that when they are going on MyBet.Africa, they can also know what they need to bet on and what options we are giving them out so that their wins can increase or their odds can increase on the platform. So, Prince, I want to start with you. Sliver Praha against Arsenal, an away game for Arsenal. If I'm going to MyBet.Africa, which option should I pick when I'm betting on this game?
I think this is going to be a win for us. There's no two ways about it. This is a straight win for us now.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know how Prague are going to set up against Arsenal, but if they are going to open up and play with us, I see more goals coming in from that game, just like at Atletico Madrid.
So you are looking at Arsenal keeping a clean sheet again in the Champions League.
Yeah, a three goal nil against Sparta Prague.
Okay. Ralph, let's look at Juventus against Sporting Lisbon. Juventus have a new coach in Spalletti coming in the Champions League game against Sporting Lisbon. Would that boost their morale? And what option should we go on MyBet.Africa on this game?
Yes. Juventus have to make a statement after Igor Tudor has been sacked.
Yeah.
They have to make. And Spalletti is also a great manager, even though he has not won too many trophies to his name as a manager. But there's a new manager in the mix. Every player wants to impress so that he gets the manager's attention and love.
Yeah.
You know, so that they get selected. So that game, you see the Juventus players flying so high. They are going to play with everything against Sporting Lisbon. They might not be. Juventus will beat Sporting Lisbon at their home ground.
Okay. Prince, let's look at Tottenham against Copenhagen. Tottenham has given us the hot and cold in the Champions League. A win against Villarreal, drew in their last game, now against Monaco, and now they are looking at playing a difficult customer in Copenhagen. With this game, if I'm going on MyBet.Africa, what would be the scoreline and also what betting option should I pick up?
I think with Copenhagen playing from home, and just like you mentioned, Tottenham have been...
No, Copenhagen will be visiting Tottenham at home. So Tottenham will...
So it will be at the London Stadium?
Yes.
Oh, okay. But yet still, you know, just like you mentioned, Tottenham have been blowing hot and cold. They are up for it today. The next time, they're losing it all. And honestly, Copenhagen might cause an upset at the London Stadium. It might be a 2-1 win for Copenhagen. I watched that game they played against Newcastle at the Carabao Cup, and it was not impressive. So I think this Copenhagen team is very good. They're very, very good.
Okay.
So they might.
So you think if our viewers are going on MyBet.Africa, they can go for a Copenhagen win or draw, or Copenhagen, or maybe a handicap for Copenhagen?
Just to be on the safer side. Yeah, just be on the safer side. So a win or draw for Copenhagen is okay.
Okay, Ralph, let's look at Club Brugge against Barcelona. Barcelona are traveling again, and now they'll be missing out with some of their key players in Pedri. Lewandowski is still not back. Rafinha is still not back. Barcelona are still grinding results here and there. Do you think Club Brugge, being a difficult customer in the Champions League, anytime they are playing at home, they try to put fear in their opponents? Can they stop Barcelona from scoring more goals in this game?
But it will be very difficult due to the quality Barcelona has in their team. The likes of, even though Lewandowski's and the Pedris are out, they have the young boy who, most teams and fans are hating on, if I should put it that way. That is the Yamal boy. Charlie, fine player. just that he likes to create attention for himself by talking.
Yeah.
He likes to get the attention of the media, but he's a very good player, and that boy alone can cause some havoc for the Club Brugge side. I see Barcelona winning that game as well. Club Brugge will be no match for Barcelona. No matter how they fight hard, the quality in the Barcelona team is so big that they'll find it difficult to hold them, and Barcelona will win that game.
Okay. Prince, let's look at the last game, Newcastle against Athletic Bilbao. Bilbao has been very poor in the Champions League, losing here and there. Newcastle have proven that, yes, they are one of the teams. They are not just coming into the Champions League to add numbers, but they are coming to grind results. The only game they lost at home was against Barcelona. And with that one, they give Barcelona a good fight for their money. Do you think another Spanish club coming to, that is the St. James Park, Newcastle can now take revenge on Atletico Bilbao? And what betting options should our viewers bet on this game?
Okay, with the Newcastle Atletico game, we clearly know that this is going to be a win for Newcastle. Bilbao has been very poor lately, so I think if we are going to stick on my bet.africa, I think we should go for a Newcastle win, straight win.
Okay, a Newcastle straight win. Are there going to be a lot of goals in this game? If some of our viewers are looking at betting on goals, can we go for 1.5 or over 2.5? Because Newcastle, just in their last 3 Champions League games, have scored more goals.
Just to be on the safer side, just go for a Newcastle win over 1.5.
Over 1.5. Okay. So this is the Champions League preview. We highlighted on some of the Champions League games you should be looking at. Some of the betting options we think would help you when you are making your selections for the Champions League. But don't forget, if you are going to bet on our options, you need to bet on MyBet.Africa. They are giving you the biggest odds on the Champions League. They are giving you everything possible for you to win. A bet builder, ACA bonus, and all other options you need to win with this Champions League. So go on to the description, click their link, register, and make your deposits. And with our options we've given you, I promise you, if you go by them, you'll be able to get amazing odds and also win big with MyBet.Africa. So thank you, Raf. Thank you, Prince, for helping us go in depth into the Champions League preview and what we should expect from the games that will be happening.
All right, thank you.
Yes, Ben.
Yeah, Raf.
Yeah, please, before you go on, I also like to say that as you were talking about MyBet.Africa, it is the best sporting betting platform in Ghana. Yes, I registered, and the customer service personnel for MyBet.Africa called me. It is rare to see a betting company staff calling you to ask you questions about the platform. So I'm very, very happy. Thumbs up and kudos to MyBet.Africa. They have a very clear user interface whereby it is easier for customers to select their games. So we are also using their platform. We encourage everybody to also use MyBet.Africa, which is going to be very helpful.
Okay. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll come back on the next EPL preview games.
All right.